Good afternoon. It is a sunny start to the vlog today. I am what Steve calls double specking. I've got my gardening sunglasses on and I'm about to go and start the border here behind me. I'm going to go and clear it out. Steve's about to start doing the cutting of the grass, the first cut of the season. So there'll be a noise pretty soon, so I won't be able to vlog, and also it's quite windy even though it's beautiful sunshine, so you probably won't be able to hear me. My flowers have come up really nicely in this border. Maybe put some more colour in next year. It's quite white, it's supposed to be white, green and purple, but they're different. There's like late spring and early spring bulbs, so this will change over the next few months. But the area that I'm tackling today, these glasses are not actually going to stay on double specking, are they? But I'm going to try and attempt, and I'm also zipped right up because I am a bridesmaid in a week's time, so hopefully the weather's like this in a week's time, but I do not want any funny lines. So I am zipping right up, and I've got Factor 50 on my face to try and prevent getting any funny sun lines on my skin. It's getting windy again now, as you can hear. So let me turn you around and show you what the before looks like. So this is the before. I'm going to dig these out. This is too tall now. I'm going to move this. I'm going to try and move some of the shrubs as well. I might keep that on. It's nice and low. But this is the area that I'm going to be tackling today. Now this was a border, but it's obviously the grass is encroached. Some of these plants are really not suitable. And we've got some trees growing as well, so that's going to get cleared out. Some of this is spread from up here. We've got quite a lot of it up in this section here. So I'm going to dig that out as well, but I know that they're a nightmare to get out, so that's going to be quite tough. I'm going to try and clear all this because I have bought some lovely lavender, French lavender plants that are stalks. I'm going to do a couple of them along here and then hopefully get some more shrubs to put in here over the summer months and try and build this area up to be less bulbs and more evergreen, or evergreen and like lavender for the bees and stuff. So that's the plan. So I'm going to start tackling it today. It's obviously going to take many days. We've got a lot of trees to dig out that are in the wrong place. It's going to take a long time. This is just me starting to make progress on it. Little bits at a time, and eventually it'll be good. But this grass is getting its first cut today, which will be great. I still haven't really tidied up this end bit either. But this all the this is looking lovely. Obviously we're at the tail end of our beautiful tulips, but they were absolute, not tulips, crocuses, but the crocuses were just beautiful here. It was a sea of white, which is lovely, but these should die off now, and then there should be other bulbs coming out, which should be good, but they're pretty much at the end now. But it was a lovely sea of, I think I took one photograph for Instagram, I'll put that up here, but it basically looked like that all the way along. And it was looking absolutely gorgeous a couple of weeks ago. They're just getting to the end now. We've got some muscari coming up, muscari coming up there, and there should be some more, and some white ones. There's a white muscari there that's coming up, so they are going to be later on in the season. And then we've got some tulips here, and the tulips in this one, oh look at it hiding in there. The tulip in this one I think is a green one, like a spring green I think it's called. So yeah, some more muscari there, little touches of purple. So yeah, it's looking lovely. The bark has moved about a bit from when I put it down. You can see patches again, but that's just the wind and also the animals. We do get quite a lot of animals in here. We've got the pheasant that comes, so yeah, I just need to make sure that I keep on top of it because it has spread onto the grass as well. So I'm going to go brush that in before Steve does the lawn mowing. Apologies for the sound of the lawnmower in the background, but this tree here is loved by bees, by the birds. It's just adored by them. So underneath, because the birds love it so much, underneath we have put the old sink that was in the downstairs toilet. This was, I painted this about 3 years ago, and I've just emptied out the leaves. I'm going to put them further under the tree as mulch. It was full of leaves, so we just cleaned the water up, and then because it's an old sink, it had a drainage hole which we put a cork in, and the cork's still fine. So I've left that in, and then we've just put a granite stone in there so the birds can perch on there and get to the water without falling in. So that is situated underneath the tree that they absolutely adore. I've started to clean up all the leaves here, and this is where the steps go up to beside the greenhouse, which is a total mess. This needs completely redone. And then this is the border that I'm trying to tackle just now. So I'm going to try and clear some of these leaves and take them into the forest. But it's very windy, and it's probably going to be one of those futile jobs that it's not going to be worth doing. But I'm going to start with that, and then work my way around. There's some beautiful blossoms in these trees. The birds just absolutely love sitting in them. Inside them. It's actually the fruit back, but I don't want to cut it because it's still got beautiful blossoms. Once the blossoms go, I'll put that right back. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. What a lovely sunny day it is today. And the grass is looking so good with its first cut.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking your vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down.
Okay, some would say I'm procrastinating, others would say I'm just getting jobs done when the lawnmower's not on the particular lawn. This one hasn't been done yet. Look at the amount of tree seedlings that there are on the grass. So many under the trees. I'm away to go and sort of titivate the strawberry patch just now. While Steve is he's outside just now doing the lawn outside, but he was in the lawn I was doing clearing the leaves on. So I thought I'll come and do this. He's mowing outside, and then I would guess he's coming to do this next. So I'm going to do a little bit here, and then I'll just chop and change where I am in the garden. I've started doing a little bit of cleaning already in this section. I'm going to do a little bit more cleaning here, and then I'm going to hoe it. It's a bit dry, so I'll give it a water, and then hopefully loosen up the soil will help the strawberry plants. But they're coming on really well. These were taken from seedlings. There's another weed there, look. These were taken from seeds from barberries 2 years ago. We planted them out last year, and they've got lots of runner babies. As you can see, these are all runner babies. But the main mother plant is looking much healthier and much stronger this year. So hopefully we'll get a bigger crop of strawberries this year. And we only got a couple last year. So yeah, fingers crossed they're becoming more established.
Just remember this. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust.
So that was very bad timing for me. As you could see, I came over here to start a job to get away from Steve, to give him peace at where he was doing it, and I ended up being right slap bang when he was doing the grass. But look how nice the first cut is. It is looking so good. All the trees all sloughed off, and now the grass is completely recovered from, if you remember last year, I'll put a picture in from last year of how it looked. It was so patchy and so horrible, so we scarified it really harshly, and then reseeded, and it's just looking so lush. Perfect lawn, which is great. Probably the best one. Just shows. So we will be scarifying again this season, just to give it a little bit of aeration, because it is a little bit of moss. A little bit of moss in there, you can see a little bit of moss there as well. I quite like the moss, but obviously a person who's looking after the lawn doesn't like it so much, but I like how soft it makes it. Yes, it can make it wet to sit on, but I quite like how soft it makes it. But anyway, it's looking good. One of the first jobs I'm going to do in the summer is strip these back and repaint them. And I've got new string. I ordered new string 2 years ago during lockdown. I still haven't done it yet, but that's one of the jobs for the start of this season. So it's great, weather like this, get jobs done. Children are playing on the trampoline, you can probably hear them giggling in the background, and Steve's onto their lawn now. And then we promised them at the end, before going inside, pop the sprinkler on, because it's not the warmest of days, even though it is quite sunny. So we knew fine if we put the sprinkler on now for them to play in the trampoline with the sprinkler and to play with their water pistols, they would want to go inside freezing cold within 30 minutes. So they're going to get some time to do that before they run in for a cosy bath. And then it's fajitas tonight for dinner, although we're thinking we should have bought barbecue stuff, but it's not quite hot enough for that, so we'll save that for the nice summer weather. But I'm not complaining about how lovely and sunny it is today, that's for sure. Or actually, good afternoon. It's certainly not the nicest of days today compared to yesterday, which was so sunny. As you can see, I am wrapped up really warm. I didn't show you this yesterday, but you saw me in the time lapse. I finished doing all of here. I've still got more of the leaves to clear on the border that I was going to start yesterday, but I realised it's a lot more work than what I was thinking. I just assumed I would take out a couple of shrubs, plant the 4 lavender plants that I've gotten, job would be done. No. So I went on to the strawberry patch, as you saw, and I took out some of the runners to make it easier to hoe in between when there's weeds during the season. And I'm going to replant. I put all the runners that have established and other plants that have grown into a bin, a black into a black bucket. So they've been in that overnight, and I'm on my way to go and plant them out today, but it isn't very warm. So we've just had some pastel de nata, some Portuguese tarts, and a cup of tea. The men are fitting the Road Halo dash cam to mum and dad's car. We got the grandparents them for their Christmas because they fancied having that in their car. We've got one fitted in the Range Rover, and they are fitting the one in to Grandma and Grandpa's car today because we didn't get it done in February when we did the other 2. So they're doing that. The children are happily drawing inside on the kitchen table, doing like, you know, where you get the drawing, what do you call it? Drawing tutorials, and it tells you how to draw certain items. Grandma loves that sort of stuff. So the 3 of them are sitting all cozy inside because they had their football this morning, which was absolutely freezing. So I've been working hard on this. You can see I've cleared to make nice little rows, and then I've taken out all the other bits, other ones. I'm going to go clear all of these leaves, and I've taken out the individual runners that were in between, and I'm going to plant them in this section. They are in, let's see if I can find the bucket. They are in this bucket here. So quite a lot of strawberry plants. If any of my friends are local and I don't get all these used in here, these were grown from barberry seeds from some strawberries 2 years ago. And I realised, I searched online, so it is right, you don't get fruit from the first year, it's the second year that you get fruit. So I'm hoping that we'll get a lot more fruit this year now that they're a bit established. I've got some clearing away of some wood to do, and I've got some of these plants that are a lot of them in the forest. There's a lot of these plants in the forest which are like, I'll show you, let me take you around. So this is a beautiful ground cover in the forest or in the wooded areas. So it sort of looks really pretty and beautiful yellow flowers, but it's spread and encroached along with some wild grasses from last year and some brambles into my rhubarb patch. I've got some lovely bits of rhubarb coming up. Grandma's already taken some to make some rhubarb last week, so there's a few more I think that could be ready over hiding in here, but I need to clear this as well, although part of me thinks it's better than weeds. I rescued, this one's here, there's another one there, 2 small ones. I might move them, since they're quite close to my strawberry border, I might move them into this area. And there's also this little tiny one which had grown about here, and I replaced it to there. So we've been pulling out brambles all over the place. And then we've got our lovely apple tree here, which I put some lovely, it's not so lovely, which I put some beautiful sweet peas in last year to crawl up the wall. Sweet peas I planted, rollaway tub, the children love to collect things in different pots and everything. Anyway, peas I planted out, sweet peas, they were growing really nicely, they were getting quite leggy, but I pinched them out, popped them outside, and then the snow came the first week of the holidays. Forgot all about my sweet peas, so came back out and they're not looking good. So I ordered more sweet peas, and it says that you can plant them directly out, so I might actually just plant them out on here, but I might start them off in the greenhouse just to give them a bit of an advance. So yes, I'm on my way to finish off doing this section just now, and then I'll maybe get some new compost down just to give it a bit of feeding, and then get this place watered. But look at the amount of leaves we're collecting. This is all the brambles we pulled out yesterday with the help of Steve. I've got to trim back my gooseberry bush. It's getting quite bushy, but I've got to be careful not to trim off the bits that are going to give me gooseberries. I think I should have done this before. So yeah, I'll trim it back because the 2 The 2 apple trees are lovely when they come out and blossom. They're almost there. And then we've got this, I don't know if it's a red currant or a black currant bush, and it's sort of in front of that tree. I would love to take that out because there's a space, as you can see over here, where one hasn't survived. I would love to put it in there, but I don't know how much work that's going to be. It might just be a bit of a nightmare. I don't really need it. And that space there is actually quite handy to get to the wood store. It's a little, rather than having to go all the way round to the path. So hussy. But oh, the sun's coming out. I've chosen the right time to come out in the garden. So I'm going to go and clear all of those leaves just now. The good thing about clearing the leaves, I'm actually going to go and grab my little pincer things. I've got big hands. I'm going to go and grab them for this sort of job. And the good thing is it takes 2 seconds to clear them, so it's not so bad when they're that dry, which is good. So I'm going to go get those big hand things. I think they're in the greenhouse. I'm going to go get them first before I start. I'm wearing my old Method Inventories jacket. I used to work here before having Barclay, and it is coming in so useful because it's got like a separate fleece on the inside. It's like my gardening jacket. It's so super cozy. So go down and get my big hands and then start clearing the leaves and get those strawberry plants put in. So these are the big hands I'm talking about. We've got green ones as well. I don't know where they are, but these yellow ones, you basically put your hands through there. This is obviously broken and being repaired, and then just acts as big collectors, which makes the job a lot easier. We're going to go and empty this wheelbarrow first and then get to it. I need to sharpen my hoe as well. But it does the job for just now for what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, right, let's get this job done, because then I can go inside and have another pastel de nata and a cup of tea.
You're this active humorous to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you.
Pick up a lot more leaves doing it this way. They're really handy. You just slip your hands in here and collect lots of leaves. Also very handy to hold the leaves in place as you walk in a very windy day to stop them from blowing out. I'm going to go and dump them into the forest. I've still got lots more to go, but getting there. There's so many brambles, as you saw in that video. So many. We've pulled out quite a lot already, but so many more every year. And we try and dig them out by the roots, but they come back. But getting there. It's looking much nicer than it was. While I was cleaning the leaves, you can see that the gooseberry plant against the wall, this is an off shot from that original plant, and this is a secondary plant, daughter plant. What I'm going to try and do is dig the secondary plant up, sever the tie, and then move it to next door to it so that it doesn't encroach in my front, you know, this depth of space. See how much it's coming out from the front. So you realise there's a gap in the middle like that. From the front, it doesn't look like that. Obviously, it looks like a big bush. But I'm thinking that if I sever that front plant there and move it to the side, then they'd be side by side between the 2 apple trees, which I think would look much nicer than having this big bush in front of my strawberries. And that means I can do the strawberries all the way. So I'm going to go and attempt that now before I clear away any other leaves, because then I can just tip upside down and get the leaves out that are caught in here. So I'm going to go and attempt that just now. Go get a fork, try and prise the roots up here and then dig it into there. That's the plan. So I'm going to go and attempt it now. Okay, I'm not going to let it defeat me. I've severed the tie between the mother plant and the daughter plant, and I'm trying to save as many roots as I can, so obviously it can still survive in the new position, but I've had to sever quite a few because they're so big and deep. And I'm just digging around the plant because I can't get in and under, but it is moving slightly. But yeah, I've got a long way to go, but I'm not letting it defeat me because it's a great idea. So I'm going to carry on doing this, and then hopefully I can move it so that it's next door. I've already severed that one, which is like a tertiary plant from the primary one, and then hopefully I'll get the secondary one up just now, fingers crossed. You can probably see by the state of me that that was a hard job, but I did it. Big hole in the front there now, and I got it out and I've saved quite a lot of the roots, so I'm going to go and plant it in its new place. But I'm really dicing with danger here because this is a spiky bush and I've scratched all my legs. Luckily my bridesmaid's dress will cover that, but I was really risking getting completely scratched and completely covered in scratches a week before my best friend's wedding. That was a little bit risky. I think I'll ban myself from the garden this week, but that's pulled out. I'm going to go and plant it against the wall now, and I'll show you all I'll show you it once it's in place. Well, I'm not sure if you can remember what this looked like before. I'll put a little screenshot from earlier in this vlog, but how much better does that look now? I'm so chuffed with myself. I dug that secondary plant out from here, the tertiary plants in the middle of it, they're all against the wall. I could have probably put that closer to the wall, but honestly I was so glad just to get it out. There's a strawberry plant there and then this row here, but the rest are within a rectangle all the way to there that can be covered over with netting when it gets to the season of the strawberries. And I've got space here for any extras, which is great. So I've just got the hose taken out from the greenhouse. I'm going to go give them a water, and then I'll properly sort out the soil once they're established. I don't want to mess around with them anymore until they've established new roots, because obviously I've moved quite a lot and replanted quite a lot of them. So I'm going to give them a water, and I'll do that for the next couple of days until and then leave them so that they can establish their own root system. Obviously they've all got root balls, but until they do that, and then I'll hoe in between, sort out the soil and give them maybe some more compost or a feed. I'm not sure yet, but I'm just delighted with what I've done. This plant is definitely going to have to move, and I'm going to try and see about putting it into the gap because it's blocking where the apple tree is, and also it means I can't do another row here of strawberries. Children are having a great time outside playing on the shoot now, and I'm away to pop in and make fajitas for dinner. Dad and Grandpa are finished putting the cameras up in the car. They needed me to help with the level or confirm with the level. Oh, hello Mr. Robin. Hello Robin Redbreast. Oh, you're hiding from the camera, just gone behind the tree. Yes, so they finished that, so it'll be perfect timing to have a Sunday fajita dinner rather than a roast chicken dinner, and I'm just delighted with how this looks. I'm just chuffed. I'm really, really pleased with myself. And can you believe all these plants came from 4, maybe 5 Barra berry strawberries, and I just peeled them, put them on some kitchen roll, took off most of the flesh, dried them out, and then rubbed them to take off most of the flesh, and then once they were dried, put them in the freezer for 2 weeks, took them out, and I learnt the hard way because I didn't put them in the freezer and they didn't germinate. But put them in the freezer 2 weeks and then planted them out, and this is what I've got from it. Obviously some of them are runners, but this is what I've got from 4 or 5 Barra berry in Old Meldrum, if you're local, from their strawberries. So these will produce Barra berry strawberries. Isn't that just amazing? I'm chuffed. I'm delighted with myself. I'm so delighted that I've completed it as well. That almost broke me, but I'm so glad that I carried on, because I would have probably gone and asked Steve. If he wasn't busy, I would have probably gone and asked him, and then I wouldn't have had the satisfaction. So I'm delighted. Also, I have changed over. I often don't wear rings, you probably notice, because my rings get in the way, or I don't want to damage them. I'm doing jobs like this, and they are a pest. So this is my travelling ring. As you can tell, I was a lot thinner back when we were travelling. So I put it on for my daily wear, because I can leave it on. I don't have to take it off at night time, which is great, and then I can just use my rings at the weekend. But also the good thing is sometimes I forget to put my rings on, and I'm halfway to something and I'm like, oh, I should have had my wedding ring on. So at least this means I'll never be without a wedding ring, which is just great, and I'm loving having it on. It feels really familiar, which is great. Right, I'm going to stop talking to you and have my hand wiggle about and you not seeing my face. It's certainly not a face you want to see after that hard work. I'm going to go and water this and then head in and do dinner. Hello. I look slightly different than I did a couple of days ago in the vlog. Not in my gardening gear today. I am all dressed up, makeup stand, all ready for going to a pre-wedding dinner tonight at Meldrum House. And my friend gets married in the morning. Can't wait, I'm so excited. Bags are packed, everything's ready to go. And then I thought this would be my last thing to do. I am wearing this beautiful dress from Tiger Lily, and I'm wearing it with some brown wedges to sort of make the dress a little bit less dressy. Sorry, you kind of got my head chopped off, but I want you to see the full outfit. It comes with a little matching belt around the middle. It's got buttons down the front, and it's a lovely soft material, and it's got sort of tightened cuffs so that you can sort of pull it up if you want to. I think this would be a wonderful day dress for a wedding, you know, with nice shoes, a handbag to match. You could totally dress this up. But I am thinking about changing this. This is how it was on the website of how to wear it. But look how cute it is doing this. I just love it. And it feels so free as well. Anyway, it comes with this band to go around the middle. But I am going to change this up and pop this band round my neck as a little, I'm going to button this up. Oh, I'm so excited. Honestly, I am so excited. Today has been a day of doing jobs, getting things organised, and I am just super excited for tonight. And then tomorrow, oh, I can't believe it's finally come round. It's been on the go for so long, and finally we get to celebrate the wedding. Anyway, I tied this round, and then I'm just going to tie a little bow in it. Now you could leave it like that, but then it's quite a baggy dress. I maybe should have gone for the size smaller. That's the sort of size. This one's the 10 to 12. There is an 8 to 10. I am normally a size 10 though, and I think it's maybe meant to be baggy, and it would be too tight across my bust, I think, if I went for a bigger size. I've actually put some tick tape in here to stop it from gaping, because I do suffer from that. And because I'm wearing my brown wedges, I thought I would use this belt. This is one that I showed in my Amazon haul video. It's a really lovely fake faux brown leather, but it feels really nice with gold hardware and then elasticated. So I'm just going to wrap that around. Still super comfortable for an evening of eating and drinking, but I think that separates the dress really nicely and gives me that sort of look with the shoes. It matches up, and then I've got my handbag, I've got my brown mulberry to go with it, and then a navy blue blazer. But I think that just changes the dress up a little bit, and I really love how it looks. Anyway, I'm going to take my phone out of the stand that it's in, put it back in my case, my 20 pounds inside, and then I am heading off to start the wedding weekend. So I will see you at the start of the week when I'll be back in the greenhouse. And I won't be looking like this. I've just curled my hair, and I'm waiting for them to drop a little bit. And I think this is just going to be a lovely summery outfit for drinks. Maybe I should beat up a little bit so you can actually see my face. So yeah, I just love it. Oh, it just feels so nice to wear as well. I think it will get a bit hot in it, I think, but yeah, I just love it. Makes me feel very special. So I'm away to go and start the wedding weekend now, and I will see you at the other side of the weekend.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground.
So we have just finished our meal. It has been the most spectacular day celebrating the new Mr. and Mrs. Duff. It's just so emotional seeing a friend that you've known for, well, since you were 3, getting married. It's just wonderful to be standing by her. So I'm so emotional, but it was just so nice. It's been a great day, a great meal. Up to the room. This is one of the rooms at Meldrum House, overlooking the golf course. Very nice indeed. These are our dresses, which just feels so special. We've added these diamante trims to it. It's just lovely, and it feels very, very special to be wearing this at the wedding. So yeah, I'm just going to change my shoes into my dancing shoes before the evening reception begins. So I will see you, probably not tomorrow, but the next day.
Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free.
I am busy editing the vlog that you've just watched, and it's been a week and a half since the wedding, and it's honestly taken me since until yesterday to actually get. Yesterday was a great day. I got loads done. It's taken me since then to get my mojo back, like my actual motivation. I've just been hanging lugget, as you would say in Scots, but or Doric or whatever it is. But yeah, I've just been hanging after the wedding. Like I think the excitement, that also the socialising. We're not used to socialising that much now, so that really does take it out of you. But I'm back to my usual self. I've finished editing the vlog. This is just the final clip for it. I've got a few things that happened during the week that I haven't put in this vlog. I'll keep them for the next vlog so I can put a bit of context into it, and I'll explain that a little bit. One of which was that our cars were in a rap video. Pretty random, pretty cool. So yeah, today is a beautiful, glorious, sunny day. So once I finish editing this and add this clip to the end of the vlog, I am going to head out to the garden and tackle that border that I started and didn't finish. and also get the greenhouse ready for this season. But I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Love you lots, bye.
You can take me high